Hey.
Hello. Welcome. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, it's funny because like every intro we always try to figure out like, man, how are we gonna start this one off
I
today?
know, it was like,
What did I not say in the last 35 episodes?
right. It's never boring. Yeah, never boring, guys. Okay. Well, you guys, welcome to another episode of
Beach Cat Cinema Corner.
All right. This one is going to be a very interesting one, which it's pretty near and dear to my heart because I'm a big fan of it.
For years,
I'm
yeah.
on the globe for ever since back in 1977.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm basically talking about is the Star Wars Acolyte.
Yeah.
We actually have a trailer for this particular one.
And it's a new series, not a movie, right?
Is it a series? Oh, I thought it was a movie.
No,
it's on Disney, right?
It's Disney Plus,
which
yeah.
is on Disney Plus, which actually it would be a series.
Yeah.
My mistake. Sorry, guys, but
I would be ready for another. If we're gonna do more Star Wars, I would love for another trilogy of 3 movies. But I also know that the budget for those are generally way more expensive than TV series. So
yeah, right. Well, without further ado, let's check out this trailer, and then I will comment afterwards on this one. Okay. Well, here we go. Star Wars Acolyte.
Close your eyes. Your eyes can deceive you.
Oh, the younglings.
We must not trust them.
I love the coloring.
The coloration's great.
What comes into your mind?
Life,
Death.
balance.
I want to kill everyone.
I see fire.
You're right. I'll have you know that the Death Star is fully operational.
It doesn't make sense.
Join the dark side.
What happened?
I sensed darkness. This isn't about good or bad. This
That was
is
a
about
Jedi fighter.
power.
Yeah.
And who is allowed to use it?
What is that?
Oof. See, now this, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that little ending right there.
I got some thoughts on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Some thoughts.
2 episodes. Wait, what did it say? 2 episode what?
Oh, I don't know. We'll check that out in a minute. Okay. There you have it, guys. There it is. Star Wars Acolyte.
Did
Yeah,
it
we
say
coming
like
out
2
with-
episode premiere or something?
It might be, yeah, we'll check that out for you guys. A 2 episode premiere.
Yeah, see, don't miss the 2 episode
the 2
premiere.
episodes premiere of the Acolyte Star Wars.
June 4th. Oh wow, okay, it's literally back
Not
to
too
back.
far. Well,
So-
there we go. Okay, so we got another one that's closer up that that looks so maybe somewhat promising, to say the least.
Yeah.
I, for one, some of the Disney's. This is just me, guys. Okay, this is some of the Disney's Star Wars series were okay, and then some of them were not as good as I thought they should be.
So which ones did you not particularly care for?
I was really disappointed on Obi-Wan.
Because it was too short.
No, it wasn't too short. It was just that, I mean, all of us that know that when. I mean, have you seen it yet? Or have you
No,
haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
wanna-
See, I
wanna ruin it
have
for you.
stayed away from all the Star Wars series, guys. I'm an old lore Star Wars fan, so
I am
I've
too.
stayed.
I am too. But I'm
away.
willing to give it the benefit of the doubt. Like, especially like the Mandalorian. I actually really enjoyed watching the Mandalorian. I thought it was a
Right.
great story, and I love the how the special effects was excellent. It made a really good sense of knowing, like the seeing the story behind a Mandalorian, right? I mean, more to it than we learned from Boba Fett. Boba Fett, I mean, when you heard, like here and there, but the Mandalorian, now you're seeing a different aspect from another person who becomes a Mandalorian, which I thought that was good.
Yeah.
The book of Boba Fett was okay in my book, no pun intended. But it was just, I mean, it was. They seemed like they were trying a little too hard.
Mm-hmm.
On some of the story, which was like how Boba got his uniform back,
Right.
Which was somewhat interesting,
Mm-hmm.
but then then there's Obi-Wan, which you haven't seen yet, which was.
I mean, I've seen clips of it. I've seen clips of when Obi-Wan was fighting Vader again, and the Anakin stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See that was just the thing. I mean, when someone like that, like I said, like we grew up knowing on Episode 4 in the movie on the New Hope, and Vader comes up to Obi-Wan. So it's been a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get to see, again, guys, if you haven't seen Obi-Wan, I mean, you see it for yourself, and comment down below and see what you thought about the Obi-Wan series on Disney Plus. I was just thinking that they were presenting Vader way too much. So there's way too many battles between Obi-Wan and Vader.
There was no build-up.
Well, and the build-up, but it was just that, I mean, so that kind of ruins it for Episode 4.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You get it,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I was just like, it was like.
But see, that's the thing is, I want to talk on a few points. So I think that shows to say that the way that they were obviously looking to draw in the old fan base is to continuously show more content of Vader. Same thing I think in Rey's stories. I think that Rey's stories were meant for a newer fan base, but I think that the reason they were able to allure the old fan base was because Palpatine came back, which, for those of you who don't know, he's come back like 10 times in the comic books, so he has the ability to do it.
Right.
I also think that Star Wars fan bases are almost divided between the people who are interested in the Force stories and the people who are interested in the intergalactic space battle stories and the other character stories. I'm interested in the Force stories. In the Acolyte trailer that we just saw right there, that little end snippet where you see the red lightsaber flying through the trees and then you see a bunch of Jedi's lightsabers light up. The fact that there's 10 Jedi right there and there's only one Sith lightsaber, that's probably telling you whoever they're going to be fighting is next caliber, which I'm super excited for that.
Yeah, pretty hardcore.
Yeah,
I think I have somewhat of an idea who it is.
But I don't think that these are going to take place after Rey's timeline, because Rey's timeline is of course you're going to have a couple kids who are born who have the Force abilities, whether they're going to be Sith or Jedi, but it's pretty much the end of that timeline, and that's generally why I don't want to see any more storylines going that way. I want to see them going back to the Knights of the Old Republic. What are your thoughts?
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think that when the Acolyte, I think it falls in between Rise of the Sith and Rebel One.
Okay.
And the reason why is because
Rebel One or Rogue One?
I mean Rogue One. I'm getting Rebel One and Rebel
Rebel's
One.
a game. It's one of the games, yeah.
Like everything with the R. Yeah, with Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
Only because I think that Vader has trained a lot of Sith during this time when he became Vader, when he's in the suit.
What's his name too?
And he trained the Ventress.
Yeah, Asajj Ventress.
Asajj Ventress, right?
Yeah, that was one of his. I think it's one of his Sith assassins, or was that Palpatine's? I'm trying to think of the animated series. Animated. There were 2 animated Clone Wars series,
right?
And Asajj Ventress in the Cartoon Network one, the one that was like really like cartoony. Asajj Ventress and General General Grievous were always popping up like every episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that she might have been with Vader, or she might have been with Palpatine. I can't remember.
I was under the impression, I thought that she was like with Vader. Mm-hmm. And amongst the other, there's other like of course Siths, but she was actually pretty cool. I like the Ventress. She was pretty awesome. Mm-hmm. And any of you guys now going back into cartoons now. With Star Wars, now there is also a series out on Disney Plus called The Bad Batch.
Yes.
I know, not to go off topic.
That was actually awesome.
Yeah, which was really really very well made.
Wait.
Good, great story.
Did I
Really-
see?
I think you watched. Yeah, you watched a couple of it.
I think I watched some of them, but was the Bad Batch its own little saga in the animated series where they had like 7
They
the Clone
tried
Wars?
to do something like that. I think before.
Okay.
They were, yeah, and I'm sure like because they did do it with oh gosh, when was it? Back when Order 66 then on the Clone Wars series then that how they defied the Empire and did their own thing. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, I again, I mean, I ramble on, but I really enjoyed the Bad Batch. I really do. And I'm hoping that I'll enjoy the Acolyte just the same. The trailer looks very good.
It does. It does. I do want to see it.
It's nice to see more of a Jedi, more action.
Mm-hmm.
Other than, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Stormtroopers all the great, but or fight or X-wings and whatnot. But I'm glad there's a little less of that, and then just more Jedi, or more fighting the battles that go along with the whole thing. And then
Yeah.
but
I'm still hoping for that Star Killer movie. I was looking his name up. It's Galen Marek, aka Star Killer. And
Okay.
I know he's not canon. I know he's not canon, guys, but we deserve a movie. We do.
He does because I mean I don't know if any of you guys played the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and all you had read the book. I mean, yeah, he does play somewhat of an important role in it. I mean, he's just he was like Darth Vader's like second-hand person. Like, he really Vader really admired on him because I mean he's come so far to be just high on this big Sith, and then so on and so forth. But
Yeah, I mean, it's just again nice to always see storylines again, and this is why I'm just such a big believer. I would love to see a Sith movie. Like we're following the storyline of a Sith apprentice, and he can end up being good. I don't really care, but just a story that's just well written, where he believes his actions as destroying people and destroying planets and things like that are for the audience intended from his view to be good. I would love to just see, instead of just the hero saves the day storyline, I'd love to see the opposite side.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you get see the other side of the coin, as they say, as they call it. Yeah, I totally. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Well, guys, what you think about that?
Yeah.
Would you like to see something like that? Yeah, leave your comments down below on that.
Yeah,
and, we appreciate that.
And let us know what you think the Acolyte's going to be about. So I don't know if there's a book of that one though. The name does sound familiar. There might be.
Because there's a one called the Eclipse, which I think was a book, but then they turned it into a game.
There. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But all right. Well, you got anything else to add on that?
That's it for me, man. I was just seeing if there was a Star Wars Acolyte book.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so he's gonna research to see if there's an Acolyte book on there. But other than that, I have nothing else to say. And guys, we want to thank you again for watching our show. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe.
Yeah.
Hit the notification button. Hit our like buttons because we definitely do appreciate that. It helps us out in our show. But, until then, guys, we'll catch you on the next round.
Yeah. See you then.
Great day.
You too. Well, you too. I'm sitting right here. What am I saying?
You too, man. All right. You have a great day. All right?
Oh my gosh.
Later, guys. Take care.